Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and we're going to talk about this week coming on up and even a sneak preview on into next week. And frankly, it's going to be relatively boring from my perspective because there's not really much going on right here in the Midwest. The activity, for the most part, is going to be down into the southeast. Let's take a look at temperatures. Our normal high right now is really close to 80 degrees right here in the Ohio Valley. So we're going to see temperatures close to that and then slowly warm their way into above normal temperatures. And you'll see that here in a minute. Now this is on your Tuesday. Again, temperatures pretty close to normal right here in the Ohio Valley. By Wednesday, not much change. Notice here on Thursday, starts to get a little bit warmer. This high pressure system is pretty much sitting right on top of us, and so it's not going to change the air mass much, but with the sun very, very warm right now, the intensity is right there. You can start seeing those temperatures inch up a little bit. And then by Friday, again, pretty much the same thing, a little bit warmer, certainly in the middle 80s at that point. By next Saturday, you're starting to see some yellow showing up there in the central plains. That's going to respond to some showers and some cloud cover, but right here again, pretty warm across the area. Here on Sunday, pretty much the same thing, but this yellow is starting to get a little bit closer. By next Wednesday, you're seeing a little bit of break in the action, not a whole lot though, but still pretty warm, as you can see, across most of the eastern two-thirds of the country actually. Now as far as precipitation is concerned, still not much really to talk about right here in the Ohio Valley. You see that there, pretty dry, but this is the activity down here in the Gulf of Mexico. Those frontal systems sitting down there and may get a little bit of a spin. Right now I don't see anything really developing. Could be a little bit of a tropical wave which could bring some pretty significant rains to Florida. Wednesday, that moisture starts continuing to move east, dry right here in the Midwest. That's on Wednesday. Thursday, not much change, more rain down in Florida. By later on in the week, by around Thursday, Friday, you're seeing pretty much, again, pretty dry, still wet down towards the south. And even here as we head on into the weekend, still pretty wet across the area. This is on Saturday, more rain for Florida, but there's that area of shower activity that may start working its way a little bit closer to us by the weekend or by the end of the weekend. Here on Sunday, it gets a little bit closer again. It expands a little bit too, but it's going to have a hard time pushing its way to the east, mainly because, again, high pressure pretty much sitting right overhead. And then by the middle of next week, that frontal system, if it comes through, is going to come through on Monday or Tuesday and then sit across the Tennessee Valley. More rain, heavy for Florida. So the bottom line simply is this. It's going to gradually get warmer. Not much change in the precipitation pattern, which means that your gardens are going to need to be watered, as well as your lawns, especially by the end of the week. And if we don't get any real precipitation with the next system by maybe Sunday, then you're going to need to continue to do more watering. But it's going to get warm, and we are in June, so summer officially is right around the corner. I'm George, the Weather Dad.